Born with a veil is one of the many.
To my spiritual community, y'all could go back and watch that video because I would be completely honest. Wait, hold on. It is a gift and a curse. So I've always been able to hear and I've always known. But I have for the longest time rejected all of it, you know. Fortunately for me, I was raised in a household, my mother was dark. I was raised in a household where it was nurtured, it was supported, it wasn't taught. It was just accepted. You know what I mean? It was an understanding that, this would transpire in the children. You know what I mean? Like even in my children, I could see it clearly in my oldest son. It's not really much that we talk about or have to teach about. It's because it's an innate knowing. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense, but for the longest time, I tried to run away from it simply because of how different I perceive myself to be. I could see the difference between me and somebody else, because we're in a third dimension. Everything is separate here. And that in itself made me uncomfortable. I wasn't yet strong in my confidence. I wasn't confident enough in what it was that I am, to be able to stand in the fire and outside the fire and to support others in such a way and be rejected by society. All I wanted to do was be normal. So when I tell you all to stand in your uniqueness, I understand what it feels like to not be what is considered normal in this realm. I know what that is. You know what I mean? So it is a blessing because we have the ability to support so many. For those who are willing to receive the information and do something with that in order to better themselves, better their lives. But it can feel like a curse because of the ostracization. Okay, I'm from New Orleans. Don't play with me. Sometimes the tongue do something funny. But because of the rejection from the masses, because of the belief around those who are able to see inside and outside of fire. And also, it can be discouraging because, there are even those people, and I've experienced it myself with those who I was mentoring at one point, which is why I shut mentoring off, because you are paying for a service or you are asking for specific guidance and the guidance is given, and then they would lash out even in receiving the information that they're paying for. They will lash out. And because those of us who are able to perceive inside and outside the veil, because of the extreme sensitivity, that has an impact on our nervous system, okay? Because we still have a nervous system that is, regulating the body and our responses, and we still have to be able to maintain our composure in such a way that we don't allow the dysfunction that is bringing itself forward to dismantle or discourage us from continuing what needs to transpire. It takes a different type of person to be able to stand in both realms and effectively reach another and still do what they are supposed to do. And I say supposed loosely in this lifetime, because not many will remain or continue to support others just because the information gets rejected. And feeling outside of the community, even if it's not a spiritual community, feeling outside of any part of humanity, it doesn't feel good for those of us who come here to share a message. And which is why I encourage a lot of y'all to still stay the course. You don't have to if you don't want to, and it's okay if you stop, because you can just write books and you still be supporting. But I ran away from the responsibility for a long time. And I might be quiet and stop talking to individual people and just put it in black and white. And those who are able to read or will read or willing to read, then they'll stumble upon it.